What's up, Y Kiddos? It's Miss Amy, and I have a really special yoga for you today. I'm not inside my house right now. I'm in my backyard. I'm by my garden because today is Garden Party Yoga. If you have a moment, go ahead and grab a beach towel if you're gonna go outside. But you know what, if you don't have a yard outside, if you're in an apartment or something like that, don't worry about it. You're gonna see plenty of pictures of different gardens and the outdoors today, and you're gonna have plenty of time to make sure you kind of feel like you're in a garden. So let's get started. All right, so one of the things that we are going to do today is number one, read through a book called The Listening Walk, and then we are gonna go on our own listening walk on this video. Because remember, yoga isn't always about poses and breathing. Sometimes it's about using something called mindfulness. And when you're using mindfulness, you're placing yourself in the present time. That means you're not worrying about the future, you're not worrying about the past. You're worrying, or not even worrying, you're just paying attention to what is happening right now. And a perfect way to do that is take a listening walk. A listening walk is where you don't make any sound whatsoever, and you listen to all the different sounds that are happening in this moment around you. Let's read that story, and then we're gonna go on our own virtual listening walk. The Listening Walk by Paul Showers. I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He is an old dog and he does not walk very fast. We go down the street and we do not talk. My father puts his hands in his pockets and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still and listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. Major has long toenails. When he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalk. My father walks slowly and his shoes go dup, 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 dup. I can't hear my shoes. I wear sneakers. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I never listened to before. I listen to lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise. It goes like this. Zoom. I like to listen to lawn sprinklers. Lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Some sprinklers make a steady whispering sound like this. Other sprinklers turn around and around. They go like this. On a listening walk, I hear cars in the street. The shiny new cars are quiet. They only make a soft mmm. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. Brack, 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 brack. When cars go around the corner too fast, their tires go roar. When a car stops quickly, the brakes go ee. On a listening walk, I hear all kinds of sounds. A bicycle bell ringing, tring, tring. A baby crying, wah, 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 wah. A jet flies over. Jets are very noisy when they're overhead. A jet goes, eeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeeee boy runs by, dribbling his basketball. Bump, 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 bump. A lady hurries by us. She's wearing high heels. The lady's high heels go pick-buck, pick-buck, pick-buck. A bus is coming. The lady starts to run. Pick, 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 pick. The bus stops at the corner. Psst. The lady gets on. The bus starts up again. Around the corner, men are digging up the street. They are using a jackhammer. It makes a loud banging sound. Dack, 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 dack. The jackhammer hurts my ears. I put my hands over my ears as we walk by. Dack, 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 dack. Sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It is quiet there. The sounds in the park are not like the noises in the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. They go chuff, 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 chuff. I listen to the birds in the park. I listen to the pigeons and the ducks. The pigeons fly down to meet us. They want us to feed them. The pigeons puff up their feathers. They take tiny steps. They come toward us, nodding their heads, and they say, "Proo, proo, proo, proo." At the pond, the ducks are waiting. They want us to feed them too. The small ducks swim up close. They turn their heads on one side and look up at us. The small ducks waggle their tails and quack. They say, "Gank, gank, wonk, wonk, gank, gank." The big ducks are not so brave. They stay back and swim around in circles. The big ducks look at us, but they do not come close. The big ducks say, "Gank, gank, gank." Sometimes I hear a woodpecker in the park. The woodpecker sounds like a little hammer. He goes, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. In the park, I hear crickets in the grass. The crickets go creep, creep, creep. I hear the wind in the leaves. It whispers, shh. I hear bees in the flowers. It is fun to go on a listening walk. You do not have to go far. You can walk around the block and listen. You can walk around your yard and listen. You do not even have to take a walk to hear sounds. There are sounds everywhere all the time. All you have to do is keep still to listen to them. The end. ready to do yoga slide. We do tree pose, mountain pose, eagle pose, ragdoll pose, dancer pose, warrior pose, and chair pose. Now, we're gonna do a workout in my backyard. Let's do some yoga slide. Remember, here are a couple things that you're gonna see happening in this song. First, let's put our hands in Namaste, and we're gonna let our bodies start to sway back and forth, back and forth. That is our yoga slide. Sometimes it might ask you to jump. Sometimes it might ask you to do mountain pose. Sometimes it might ask you to do ragdoll pose. Remember, bend at your hips and flop on over. Now, the tricky part is it's gonna have us do dancer pose. You're going to stand nice and tall, just like you do for tree pose. Make sure you got nice, strong roots. You're gonna take your hand and kick your foot back up into your hand and raise the other one. If you want a little bit of an extra challenge, you're gonna kick it up, raise your hand, and bend forward just a little bit. Make sure you look at something that doesn't move so you can keep your balance. Now here's the tricky part. It's gonna be really, really fast. It's gonna go slide to the left, dancer pose, breathe in and out through your nose, and then return to mountain pose. Let's try that. Here we go. Slide to the left, dancer pose, breathe in and out through your nose, and then return to mountain pose. Do you see I wiggled a little bit? Did I worry about it? Nope, I just kept trying. Let's try the other way. Slide to the right, dancer pose, breathe in and out through your nose, and then return to mountain pose. Awesome. One other one that we're going to see that we don't do all the time is a pretzel twist. So remember, you're gonna have a twist to the left and you're gonna go uh-huh, uh-huh. Let's put our hands up, cross one hand over, swim the other around back and go uh-huh, uh-huh. Let's try the other side. Arm up, over, and back. Uh-huh, uh-huh. The rest of these poses should be pretty easy because we have done them plenty of times. Just follow me.
This is a dance that's fun for you. When I say yoga slide, here's what you do. Put your hands in Namaste. Let your body start to sway. Step to the left, then to the right. The yoga slides out of sight. Hands up, hands up. Come on. We're gonna be yogis. We're gonna be yogis. Jump up really high and then touch the sky. Jump, jump. Keep jumping, jumping, jumping. 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 Now you touch your toes. This is ragdoll pose. Breathe in and out through your nose, and then come into mountain pose. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. It's the yoga slide. Move side to side. It's the yoga slide. Make it wide. It's the yoga slide. Come on, take a ride. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Chair pose and freeze. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Chair pose and freeze. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. And then come into mountain pose. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. It's the yoga slide. Move side to side. It's the yoga slide. Make it wide. It's the yoga slide. Come on, take a ride. Slide to the right, dancer pose. Breathe in and out through your nose and then return to mountain pose. Slide to the left, dancer pose. Breathe in and out through your nose and then return to mountain pose. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Warrior pose and freeze. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Then return to mountain pose. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Warrior pose and freeze. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Then return to mountain pose. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. It's the yoga slide. Move side to side. It's the yoga slide. Make it wide. It's the yoga slide. Come on, take a ride. Can you stand up tall? Be a tree, don't fall. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Now the other side. Keep your arms out wide. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. And then come into mountain pose. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Eagle pose and freeze. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Drum, drum on your knees. Eagle pose and freeze. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. And then come into mountain pose. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. Claps, 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 jumping jacks. It's the yoga slide. Move side to side. It's the yoga slide. Make it wide. It's the yoga slide. Come on, take a ride. Get down on the floor and let's do some more. Crisscross, applesauce, pretzel pose is the boss. Twist to the left. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Twist to the right. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Twist to the left. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Twist to the right. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Now it's time to rest. The yoga slide is the best. Lay your body down and don't make a sound. This is the original yoga slide. I'm Harini. Peace out. Let's take a fantastic journey to our secret garden. Lay on your back with your arms and legs by your side, palms face up. Raise one leg up just a few inches. Squeeze it. Hold it. Now just drop your leg down, roll it around, and forget about it. Raise your other leg up just a few inches. Squeeze it. Hold it. Now just drop it down, roll it around, and forget about it. Raise both of your arms up at the same time, just a few inches. Spread your fingers out wide. Now make tight fists. Roll them around in both directions. Squeeze your fists and both your arms. Drop them down, roll them around, and forget about them too. Breathe in deep, deep, deeper. Blow your belly up like a big balloon. Hold it. Take your finger and pop your balloon on your belly button and make a noise while letting the air out. Open your mouth as wide as you can and stick your tongue out. Suck your cheeks in and make a fishy face. Close your mouth and blow your cheeks up really big. Now make a prune face and scrunch everything up. Relax your face now. I bet you're feeling totally relaxed. Use your imagination to visualize a beautiful fairy. Imagine that she is tapping both of your feet with her wand, and all of that fairy dust is entering your feet, and your feet are becoming even more relaxed. And now that fairy dust is slowly climbing up your legs, all the way up through your belly, your back, and your shoulders. Don't forget your fingers, hands, and your arms. Then up through your neck and to every little part of your face. Imagine your entire body filled with fairy dust and relaxed. You feel so light now that you lift up and take off for your journey to your secret garden. Lift yourself up into the clouds and look around. What a beautiful sight, and so peaceful. Go ahead, look around. What do you see? When you're ready to come down from the clouds, slowly bring yourself into a comfortable space in your secret garden. It can be anywhere that you'd like it to be. You might be at the beach, or in the woods, or even on a mountaintop. You might be in an igloo or a teepee, or even a canoe floating down the river. Make sure it's a very, very special place, because you'll probably want to come back here often. What do you see now? Maybe there's a big tree with an old-fashioned swing hanging from it. You might even want to put up a huge fence surrounding your garden, just in case you want to be all alone. Do you want to paint your fence purple, green, pink? Even polka dot fences are allowed in your secret garden. You may want to have a pond or a lake in your garden with mermaids, dolphins, goldfish, or even some ducks. Feel free to invite family or friends to join you in this very special place. Or you can just rest alone. I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy your secret garden now. When you're ready to return from your secret garden, wiggle your arms and legs a little bit. Take a moment to imagine yourself floating up into the sky. Look down at your secret garden and know that you'll be able to come back anytime you wish to. Now roll onto your side. Let's rest here, right back where you started. And remember, your secret garden is always waiting for you.
right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me today in my garden. We're gonna take one quick breath practice and then we'll be done. We're gonna do a flower breath. Go ahead, put your knees up, feet out wide, and remember you're gonna take your arms, put them underneath, and then balance. Use those tummy muscles to keep your back nice and straight. Take a deep breath in through your nose, smell your favorite flower, and hum it out. All right, one more. Deep breath in through your nose. And out. Go ahead, sit crisscross applesauce. Put your hands in namaste. Put your hands to your heart. Think of something good inside your heart. Put your hands to your mouth. Think of something good you'll say later today to somebody else. And put your hands to your forehead, your third eye. Think of good feelings inside your head. Bow your head, say namaste.